Start with an emotionally charged movie clip, perhaps from The Pursuit of Happiness, where Chris Gardner is told he's not good enough. Or from Rudy, where he's told he's too small to play football. You're not good enough. It's impossible. You'll never make it. Have you ever heard these words? The world is full of doubters, but the greatest stories are written by those who refuse to listen. When the world says you can't, your actions can prove them wrong. Welcome back to WordCraft English. I'm your host, and today we're diving into some of the most powerful moments in cinema. We'll explore scenes where heroes face overwhelming doubt but find the strength to defy the odds. Through these incredible stories, we'll learn powerful English phrases that will not only boost your vocabulary but also inspire you to chase your own dreams. Get ready to learn how to express courage, perseverance, and unwavering self-belief. Let's get started. Clip from Rocky Balboa Plays. Rocky talks to his son about winning. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. What an iconic line. Let's break down the language here. First, Rocky says, "It ain't about how hard you hit." AINT is a very informal contraction for is not or are not. You'll hear it often in casual conversation and in movies like this, but be careful using it in formal writing. The core message is in the phrase, "keep moving forward." This is a fantastic expression that means to continue making progress, especially when things are difficult. It's about resilience. For example, you could say, even after failing the exam, she decided to keep moving forward and study harder. The emotional tone here is raw and honest. Rocky isn't shouting, he's speaking from the heart, which makes the message even more powerful. Another key phrase inspired by this scene is to take a hit. This can mean literally being struck, but more often it's used figuratively. To take a hit means to suffer a setback or a loss. For example, his confidence took a hit after the negative feedback, but Rocky's lesson is that taking the hit isn't what defines you, it's what you do next. It's about your ability to get back up. This is another brilliant idiom. To get back up means to recover from a difficult experience. So, when life knocks you down, you have to find the strength to get back up and keep moving forward. Can you think of a time you had to get back up after a setback? It's a universal struggle. Now, let's turn to another cinematic masterpiece about overcoming incredible obstacles. The Pursuit of Happiness. Clip from The Pursuit of Happiness Plays. Chris Gardner tells his son, "Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. ... You got a dream. You gotta protect it." This scene gives me chills every time. Let's analyze the powerful language Chris Gardner uses. He says, "Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something." This is a direct and powerful command. The repetition of "you" emphasizes that this is a personal journey. He then says, "You got a dream. You gotta protect it." Notice the informal gotta, which means have got to. It expresses a strong necessity, a duty, To protect your dream is a beautiful metaphor. It means to defend your ambitions from negativity and doubt, whether it comes from others or from within yourself. From this scene, we get the invaluable phrase, "prove them wrong." This means to succeed at something that others believed you couldn't do. It's an act of defiance. For example, everyone said the small company would fail, but they worked hard and proved them all wrong. It's about turning doubt into fuel for your success. Think about your own English learning journey. Maybe someone or even your own inner voice told you it was too hard. Your progress, your ability to communicate, is you proving them wrong every single day. Another related expression is to go against the grain. This idiom means to do something different from what is usual or expected. Chris Gardner certainly went against the grain by pursuing an unpaid internship while homeless. He chose a path that seemed illogical to others because he believed in the outcome. When you choose a unique method to learn English or pursue an unconventional career, you are going against the grain. It takes courage, just like Chris shows in the film. Let's shift gears to a story of intellectual bravery with Hidden Figures. Clip from Hidden Figures plays Katherine Johnson at the chalkboard, proving her calculations are correct in front of a room of skeptical male engineers. This is a perfect example of someone rising to the occasion under immense pressure. Let's look at the language of triumph. The key concept here is against all odds. This phrase means that something happens or is achieved despite having a very low probability of success and facing many difficulties. Katherine Johnson, an African-American woman in the 1960s, succeeded at NASA against all odds. You could say, against all odds. The underdog team won the championship. It highlights the scale of the challenge and the greatness of the victory. In that scene, Katherine doesn't just present her work, she stands her ground. This idiom means to refuse to change your opinion or position when others are trying to persuade you or oppose you. She was confident in her calculations, and she stood her ground in a room full of doubters. In your own life, when you believe in an idea or in yourself, it's important to stand your ground calmly and confidently. For example, despite criticism, the director stood his ground on his artistic vision for the film. A similar powerful verb is to overcome. It means to succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty. Katherine had to overcome systemic prejudice and sexism. When we learn English, we have to overcome challenges like difficult grammar, fear of speaking, and frustration. Every time you master a new tense or have a successful conversation, you are overcoming an obstacle. It's a victory, big or small. The characters in these films remind us that persistence is key. Our final stop is the unforgettable story of Rudy. Clip from Rudy plays, Rudy is on the field. Finally getting to play for Notre Dame with the crowd chanting his name. This is pure cinematic joy. Rudy's story is the ultimate underdog tale. A fantastic phrase to describe his journey is to stay the course. This expression means to continue with a plan, a course of action, or a belief, even during a very difficult period. For years, Rudy was told he was too small and not talented enough, but he never gave up on his dream. He stayed the course. In learning English, there will be times when you feel you aren't making progress. That's when you need to remember to stay the course. Consistency is more important than perfection. Rudy's relentless effort perfectly embodies the idea of never backing down. To back down means to withdraw from a fight or an argument. Never back down is a powerful motto for life. It means you refuse to surrender, you refuse to quit on your goals. Rudy never backed down from his dream, no matter how many people told him it was impossible. His final moment on the field wasn't just a personal victory. It was a victory for anyone who has ever been told they weren't good enough. His story teaches us that heart and determination can sometimes be more important than natural talent. So, from Rocky, we learned to keep moving forward. From the pursuit of happiness, we learned to protect our dreams and prove them wrong. Hidden Figures taught us the power of succeeding against all odds and standing our ground. And from Rudy, we were inspired to stay the course and never back down. These moments, these phrases aren't just for movies. They are tools for life. They remind us that our journey with the English language, just like any great ambition, will have its challenges. There will be difficult days and moments of doubt, but just like these heroes, we are defined not by our struggles, but by how we respond to them. The spirit of these characters lives in every student who practices after a long day. Every person who bravely starts a conversation, and every learner who decides to try again after making a mistake. So keep learning, keep growing, and always, always defy the odds. If you felt inspired and enjoyed learning English with us through the magic of movies, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Join our community of learners here at WordCraft English, where we believe every word you learn helps build a bigger, better world for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.